How are you guys? I got a completely different setup here, so you guys are gonna have to really bear with me because I'm used to things being a different way. So let me find you. Here we are. Dun, dun, dun. Give you guys a few seconds to come in. And I gotta sit more this way. See if I can find you on the computer, because I'm trying to get my computer to do it, and it may be just that it's a delay, but I can never seem to find you guys on my computer in my thing. Hello, say hi, won't you come on? I see some people there. Hold on. Computer, find me. Where are you? I have my iPad, I have phone, I have computer. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time on the computer because I think there was a big delay. Hey, Trisha from Alabama. If I can't get this computer to work, it's going to really drive me crazy. Say hi, everybody. Come on in. I see y'all watching. So we got some goodies today that I want to show you. They're kind of off to the side here. You guys can't really see it. But I'm Carolynne from NonnasNuttykrafts. And you can see I'm in a different room. And what we're going to be embarking on is remodeling our master bedroom. And in doing that, that's where I had all my craft stuff. So if you look back on my website here, on my business page, you'll see some pictures of like the room empty. And now I'm in actually the dining room. So behind me, you see that cloth hanging down because there's a mirror, and I didn't want to do one of those infinity videos where you kept seeing what's behind me, what's behind me, what's behind me kind of thing. So I have a blanket over it kind of thing. And of course I do have in the dining room two candles that come on. They're fake, so they don't burn, but they come on and they're timed. So they come on all the time. So if you see little lights flickering behind me, that's the reason why. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Helen. What are the... Yeah, just tell you. Hey, Regina. How are you? Got a lot of Alabamas today. Well, I got some goodies in. Now, I am still waiting on my Mardi Gras ribbon. And it's going on. It's in transit. It supposedly, I have... I think it's still 4 orders that I'm waiting of stuff to come in. And one's sitting here in near Washington, D.C., which is only like 20 minutes away. I kind of like want to go there. It's been sitting there for like, I think it's the last 2 days now. And I'm like, really? I want my stuff, you know? So, but I did get some things in, was it yesterday or the day before? From Piaz. P-I-Z, like pizza with 2 Z's at the end. Wreaths. So I wanted to show you that. So we're going to do this baby tonight. And I just love, well, it's pink, so it's a girl. Her. So she's got kind of a bunch of different hearts. This is a red and white one. This is pink, and this has like a mauve with a red. But I think with what I chose tonight, as you guys can see, I got some black and pink type mesh that we're going to use, and I think that's going to be really cool with it, with some white ruffles in it, and we're going to do it on one of these bases here. So that's our game plan tonight. And I got all my ribbon off to here, so I'll shift a camera probably because I see I'd have to sit more this way than where I want to sit. So some other things I got from them was this. I know, I love my gnome. And you know what, the gnome, you know, a lot of them are painted. This is like a fur on this gnome, which I think just gives it just an extra dimension to it. So I think it's kind of cool. It's really soft too. And I'm like, oh. Hey, Emma. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Helen. Hey, Sally. Then I got this cutie. Look at her eyes. Look at her lips. Can you guys see her lips? Aren't they cute? Just the expression on her alone is just like adorable. I just can't. I don't know. So that's going to be another one we'll do. Not tonight, but Then I got, these come in a set of 2. Now once you do it, you pull out, these are, you know, pipe cleaner, Chanel stems. And you pull them out, you know, to whatever you want them to be size-wise. But I got 2 of these little guys, these little bee heads, which I think are cute. And I have these signs. Now, because I rearranged everything coming down here, I'm like, that used to be over here and this used to be here. Now it's different. So I'm like going like, where's everything? So, hey Dawn, hey Melissa, hey Monica. Aren't they cute? So these come in, whoops, in a set of 3. So let's see if I can, how best I can show you these. Let me move this. I'll lay them here and see if that works. But I'll hold one up. So you can either, you know, put these together or do them separately. Do not mean to click the angry face. Was trying to get the sound. Oh, Willie, that's fine. I didn't even see it go by. I know. They all came from Pizzazz Wreaths. P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z Wreaths. And they are on Etsy. What size is the gnome size? Good question. I'll measure it. What was I saying? So I got these little guys. So you can do them separately if you want to put them all together. And I thought they were cute little things. And I just love the way these were painted. You know, the expressions on them. I'll measure out the gnome sign for you. So now you're going to hear raffling because I want to keep these guys separate in the bags. Hold on. See, I'm so like, I always, in my bedroom, I always throw everything on my bed. You can't do that because it will go out the window because I have 2 windows over here. So let me just do this with these. Get them out of the way. Bear with. Oh, I'll do the other bag. Size of the gnome. So let me scoot over to this side. Hold on. I got a measuring tape. I'll measure the gnome for you guys. Because I forgot how big it is. 13 inches. Going from foot to what would be the top. And it's about 9.5 inches wide. Let me see again if I can find you guys on my computer. I'm trying to get it set up so I can use the computer because it's bigger. And as you get older like me, it's better for your eyes. So hold on. Ugh. It's like going like duh. I'm like, no. Go faster, Paige. Hold on. God, why can't I find it? Lord have mercy. Okay. So let me put my thing over it. Work on that still. All right. So let me just adjust. Well, let's do the mesh, and then I'm going to adjust the camera back over because I'm not centered on it. No problem. And see, look, I got my glasses hanging off here because I always have them thrown around somewhere. I hope so, Sally. I had 2 rolls of this that were left over, and I kind of wanted to use them. And when I saw the black with the pink, I thought, you know, that's kind of cool to do. And I wanted to do it on these because, you know, you find the gnomes in the woods. So this is kind of woodsy. So, but this is weird, having a camera, iPad, and a thing. I always have my iPad here, but I didn't want to cover it so you guys can see the ultimate mesh roller. Collapsible one. I got all my goodies. I always put my goodies here because they always go flying off. And I'm also on a wider table, so which is weird because I have the space to kind of have that, and you can kind of see this. And the table's up higher, not lower. So it's all that like, oh my God. It's like in heaven. I'm getting ready to go to my first live stream. Oh, yay! Dawn, I can't get my computer. So you guys, my phone is up there and it's flipped backwards. So I see the bottom on my phone so that when you guys see what I'm working on, when you read a sign, you can actually read it. It's not backwards. Because if you do it so the phone fits you, so if you wanted to read comments, then everything's backwards to everybody else. So, and then I have the iPad, which you guys can't see. Here it is. that this is what I read the comments off of because I'm old and this is easier for me. But remember to turn your sound off because I always forget sometimes and I hear echoing because it's a delay of me talking. So, but for some reason, my computer and them aren't syncing. So I think I have to sync my computer, my iPad to my computer again. It could be one of those things where it's just not syncing again. You know, you do updates and all. Now, when you use this, I like to tuck it underneath. Some people will go over on the top. I like it tucked underneath when I'm doing this. And we're going to do ruffles on this, okay? I got the gnome from Pizzazz, P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z wreaths. And they are on Etsy. So if you type that in, .etsy.com, Pizzazz wreath is one word, .etsy.com, you should be able to pull them up. And they came really quick. I think I ordered it, like I said, I just got it, I think it was yesterday. See, I ordered this, well, it wasn't even due to ship by January 25th. And does it say when I ordered it on here? No. But I ordered it maybe a week or so ago. Don't quote me on that, because I'm bad about that. Can I get live? Yes. Type in the bottom, in the comments, type the word alert. Rosie, my robot, will send you in your personal message a little thing. You'll see a picture of Rosie the robot, and she's going to ask you a question. Make sure you respond back to her in Messenger saying the word alert, because if you don't, you will not get alerts from me. Okay? So make sure you do that. Hey, Venus! Is it snow? Wait, I got to put my glasses on so I can read. Snowing. You know what? A friend of mine, I don't know if she's on. I haven't seen her yet. She's up in Pennsylvania. And she's supposed to get 11 to 15 inches of snow. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I'm in Virginia. And I'm maybe less than an hour away from the border of Virginia and Pennsylvania. But we got the snow last weekend. So I was kind of happy. So it's actually raining. So I'm back into Noah's Ark. I don't think I've seen dry land, God, since 2017 maybe. All right, so on this one here, I usually do this and I'll do a pipe cleaner and then I'll attach it. But because I'm doing this, I'm not going to ruffle it like this. I'm actually going to fold the end back into it. Some people like to drop the mesh on the floor. I love my Ultimate Mesh Roller because it keeps it organized, because then things start rolling around the floor. So I'm just going to put it back and I'm just going to ruffle it from there. And that's all I'm doing. Helen, you're in North Stafford? Stafford, I'm in Springfield. So you're about, I don't know, good day, half an hour away. So I'm going to start on the outside of it, and I'm just going to pick. This is just your standard, what is this, 18 inches, I think it was. Was it 15 inch, you know, wire base frame. I kind of poofed some of the wire things out already, but you can always go back. I see some I didn't catch. And I'm going to start on the outside, and you just grab a couple of these babies, and you start putting your mesh in. Hey, Jacqueline. So, Helen, are you going to go to the Wreath Makers Live? Oops. Hey, Rosemary, how are you? Is it raining over there? It always rains in Washington, unless you're on the one side, whichever side of the mountain you're on, I always know. All right, so we're going to see. My gnome's in the way. I'm going to put my gnome down here so you can admire her. I'm debating between 10 inch or 11 inch. I'm going to do 11 inch on the outside. And there's no, like, when you have the pipe cleaners that are set, there's not here. So your poofs, well, let's go back to 10 inches because my poofs may be off a little bit. Because this has no, like, set thing. And then you just kind of put it in there. Oh, yay, Helen! Are you flying? I'm going to go to the Wreath Makers Live. Oops, I didn't curl my edges under. I'm going to go. I got my plane reservations already. Got my hotel. Got some roomies. People I don't know, but we put out a thing. Hey, who needs a roommate? So we got some people, let's see, from Maryland, me in Virginia, South Carolina, I think it is, and Texas. So it's going to be fun. We're coming from all over. Days and days. I know. Hey, Ursula, how are you? So, like I said, I spent yesterday. Oops, hold on. My thing. Okay, so this is my mistake. Got to curl your edges under. And I'm not paying attention because I'm talking. Okay, there we go. Yes, we are going on first flight. So, are you going to be down there for the business day, Ellen? Helen? I was a cross between Ursula and Helen. Oh, I think this is going to look cute. Now with this, I decided, I cut some, not all, but to put the white in here since he has the white beard. And then with all the ribbon, I'll show you guys the ribbon I chose already. Hey, Christina. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, I see one. I'm sorry, Christina. Gnomes are fun. Hello. Sorry. The comments start coming by and sometimes I'll miss them. So I apologize. So if I miss a question, answer it again, ask it again. I try to be really good about keeping up with them, but sometimes I go down and I'm looking here and then a bunch of comments come by and I'm like, oh no. But if I do miss it, I usually go back on my videos and I'll go back and I'll look to make sure if I know I didn't answer that comment, I'll go back and I'll answer it. Hey Camellia, how are you? Carmela. See, my iPad's further away. If y'all see all the wires I got down here, it's crazy. Hold on. This is on a long extension cord. There we go. I can pull a little closer so I can see better. These are reading glasses, not for distance, so I'm like this or like this. Now it's in my way. See, because I always have the iPad here off to the side, and this is the first time I've had it in front of me, so it's kind of weird, you know, to have it in front of me. But we adapt. So is it snowing up there in Jersey, Camellia? Is it Carmela? It's a her because it's pink. I did, you know, you could do the red hat and oh, at the end of this one. But I chose the pink hat just for fun. Hold on, we got some staples in here. Got to get the boy, they put a lot of staples in this one. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. So, you guys tell me, is the lighting good? Because I have my ceiling chandelier, whatever you want to call it. And I actually, because it's a chain that hangs down. And I actually took a little hook thing and it's like up. So let me know if you guys can see everything okay. It looks okay to me here, but you know, if you guys have trouble or if something's not right, you know, let me know. Because before I had like light here, light here, light here kind of thing. But with the chandelier, I don't think I have to do that. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, I hope the storm goes quick then for you guys. Now, sometimes I won't pull all these out until after I go and do it all because it just gets in my way. So it's really a choice factor up to you if you want to pull them as you go or not. And again, these are 10-inch poofs. Now I'm at the end here. So I'm going to do the same thing I did there. I'm just going to cuff in the edge here. I'm going to cuff it in with this poof. Boy, it's really curly. Get down there, get down there, get down there. Here we go. That's too too long of a coop still. Hold on. Get down there, babies. There we go. That's better. Stay. Stay. And this is weird because some things are a little flip-flop for me. And like I said, I'm not used to where some things are. I mean, I always have my mesh roller here and my spool holder here. But it's just, the environment is different. I mean, I have all the lights on in the living room for lights. I shut the kitchen light off. I blocked the mirror. And I was like, oh, I can't. I don't have shades for the windows here. So I was hoping there'd be no reflection coming off of that. You know, that would interfere with you guys either. That's too big. I don't like that. I'm going to cut it a different way. It's just too much for me. Oh. Hey, Barb. How are you? Thanks. Yeah, share the video, guys. Let's just have fun with everybody. That's how I look at it as. It's so curly. I hate that when it's at the end like that. You know what? I'm going to keep it anyway. Just because I feel like it. It's not worth it to cut it. Might as well use it in here. And this is where I can hide it with the bow. So it's no big deal. I just don't want it curling like it is. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. So again, if you share the video, if you want alerts, if you're not, you know, a person that this is your first time coming on, go ahead and type the word alert down there in the bottom. Oh, thanks, Sally. Sally, I have not forgotten about you. You asked me to do a centerpiece, a spring centerpiece. And I don't know if you guys can see it yet. I have two things. I showed them on a live before. I'm either going to do one in this. I have one similar that has no glass on it. And I have like a watering can. And I thought the watering can might be kind of cute to do. Just something different than, you know, a lantern. So I haven't forgotten. Trust me, I haven't forgotten. All right, so let's take this baby out. I'm not going to use that. And I used to take all these, because if y'all remember, I had a fireplace behind me, and I just take all these and chuck them behind me. Now I can't do that. So now I'll throw them in the living room. So I'm hoping my dog doesn't bark. I told my husband keep her down in the basement because I mean it's late at night. There's not like the mailman's coming or anything like that. So it all should be good. But it's weird if I want to do a day one. I don't want to lock her in the basement for hours on end either. So we'll work on that. But like I said, we're going to be remodeling our bedroom. And because we're remodeling bedroom, I had to move everything out. And I'm like, oh, dang. Where am I going to go? So I chose to come down here. I want to end it here. So I'm going to tuck this one up on here so that it will end up on there. Oops, let me start it this way. Oh, like I said, I haven't forgotten about it. Let's tuck you in here. Because I'm starting, I have two things of mesh. I don't want the ends to be right next to each other like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to bring this down and loop it into where this other part ended. And I'll finish it off and then come in the inside. Does that make sense to y'all? So I just pull it tight. Oops, wrong way. Hey, Casey, how are you? So that way I can tug this all underneath my mesh and you won't see it. If I can find the end of this mesh. Here it is. And I can go back and do that at the end too. So back to 10 inches. So how is everybody doing? Who has sunshine? Anybody have sunshine? I know it's January. We don't have sunshine. I swear, record-breaking snowstorm for us last week. And Last year was record-breaking forever. It seemed like that it rained for the entire year. And of course we put sod in, and we keep looking out the window going, the one year we do this, just the one year. Why? Oh, thank you. It's going to be a gnome. You see my gnome down there. So now I'm going to bring this up in here, and I'm just going to tie it in here so it lays kind of flat, just the opposite of what I did down there. And I'm going to keep them still at 10 inches. And like I said, I'll fluff this all out at the end. So I know some of you are probably going to say, well, how many ruffles? Good question. When you're doing things with these, it could be like with the other frames, you know, we always do it, and it's always, you know, 8 on the inside, 10 on the outside. These, there's no rhyme or reason. You just kind of go with the flow with them. But you have more fuzzy stuff to work with. And some of these are longer than others. See, like this one's longer, so I try to find ones that are basically the same length. Snowing in Michigan. Rain, 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 Ginger. It started raining today. My wire's twisting here. And it's been raining. And it's going to wash a lot of the snow away that we got from last weekend, which is fine. But then it's supposed to like freeze, so it kind of like, okay, here we go. Happy weekend to you too, Deborah. Rain in Louisville too. Ooh. Hey, you guys, like I said, share. Tell your friends to come play with us. Miserable. Everybody's having miserable weather. So this is just something, you know, this is a little crafting night. I don't think I've gone live on a Saturday night. I don't know. Huh. New for me. Why not? Let's just have fun. Have fun, as I say. Fun, fun, fun. Hey, Virginia, how are you? I think it's either raining or it's snowing right now in every place. Or, like, what is it? Was it Puerto Rico? Or someplace that had, like, wasn't it a hurricane not too long ago? Because I know Jimmy Kimmel did a thing down there last weekend or something. Rain in North Carolina. It is what it is. I wish I lost all my, I have 4 sections of gardens up front. The only thing, which is the one thing I hated, was the holly bush that hasn't died. Lost all of my hue bushes. All I have left in 1 or 2, what they call boxwood, like shrubs, you know, like that are easy to maintain, so to speak. And now, because we have so much rain, the bushes, it's just too much. And so I lost all of them, and jumping across the sidewalk to the other part of it, I started noticing one bush is dead and possibly 3 other bushes are dead. And I'm like, good Lord. All right, so I should have done that, and I wasn't paying attention because I'm talking again. Good, snowed in Missouri, in Missouri too, really? Alabama? Oh, did they really have a tornado today? Oh, good Lord. So I'm marking it where I want to cut it, and I'm just going to randomly cut it, which will make this probably the most uneven in there. I'm going to tuck this piece under, and I'm going to tie it in. Where's my other piece? There we go. Let me roll this up out of the way. Alright, so now the poofies. Oops, didn't tie that one in very good, did I? Well, I hope nobody that we know in the wreathing community was involved in there, because I know there's a bunch of people that, you know, are down there. Some of y'all that are on today are from Alabama. I hope y'all are okay. I mean, I just hope people in general are okay. Alright, so I'm just going through and pulling out the outsides of this. I still leave them like tucked under, but just to poof them out. So I always start with the inside. And then I gotta remember where I started. And see, you just pull it out. And voila, it's poofed. I think this one came undone. The top one. Ghost Adventure tonight. Barb, how much snow did you guys get? I know you were saying last night that they were saying like 11 to 15 inches for you guys up there in Pennsylvania. Hopefully you didn't get that much. I know it'll be great for the snow resorts that are up there. They're probably thrilled. All right. I think I'm almost around to the other side. All right, so that's our wreath base. These are just all over the place, these guys. All right, wreath base done. So, whoops, out of order myself. So let me put this down here. See, again, I put it on the other side, and this is weird being here. So I've already pre-cut. Oh, what am I doing? See, I'm talking. This is how weird this is. I already pre-cut some of the mesh. And I cut these at 10 inches. No snow, all rain. Well, that's good. And what we're going to do with these is just make some ruffles. I got a basket full of them down here. Oh, piece of tape. This was at the end of one ruffle. Not ruffle, roll. And I'm going to put these on the outside. Now I thought about, because this is pink, I just love this pink color. Alternating colors, bringing in more black, but I didn't want to do that. Because when you guys see the ribbons, you'll know why. Alright. And these are just going to be, this is a small wreath. It doesn't need to be all this big and poofy all over the place. So I cut about 10 of these, I think, because not sure how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only needed 8, which is okay. All good. Come here. Come here, you. And I wanted, because of the gnome has the black, the pink, and the white, and there's only just on that little heart down there some red. Now when I show you, I did bring in the ribbons that we'll use tonight some red. Thank you, Virginia. Thanks, Sally. A little bit of the red, but I didn't want to go overboard so much on the red because I think that just wouldn't be cute. It's just a personal opinion. Now you could do curls, you could do ruffles, you could do crunchies, cruffles. So share and like this, everybody. Tell your friends to come have some fun. Miserable day for everybody. Everybody. Oh, let me reach down. Grab some more. And I think the white is just a little extra touch. Softens all the black and the pink. Now, I'm not opening these up all the way. You may find you have to because these little pine things, some of them aren't as long as others. So just keep that in mind. Ooh, it's sticking. Oh, that's because I didn't cut it all the way. That would be good. The frame is actually, what was it, 15 inches in diameter without, poofing it out. So when this finishes, or what is it now? Let's see. let's see, poof to poof, 10, 20. It's almost 20 inches. But we got to put the bow and everything on, so I would say when it's done, it'd probably be like a standard 22 inches when it's done. The gnome, who remembers what size we said the gnome? Oh, see, I forgot. I forgot already. Oh, 2 more only, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Now, like all meshes, they're going to fray. So just at the end, I go back and I'll go through it and cut the little strings. Don't pull them because you'll just make it fray even more and more and more. So keep that in mind. Would you post the site for the signs? Yes. It's Pizzazz. P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z wreaths, all one word, .etsy.com. I'll post it right now. P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z wreaths. Oh, I put XX. Wreaths. Is it wreaths or wreaths? Wreaths. Yeah, with an S. That was right. Wreaths.etsy.com. P-I-Z-Z-A-Z wreaths.etsy.com. Yep. So that's for the signs. Now this is already in my Etsy shop. If you want to go ahead and purchase it, it has a live picture on it. It doesn't have, of course, the picture of the gnome. But it's already in there, so if you do want to purchase it, I have it for $85. And just keep in mind, sometimes it's easier just to buy than go out and buy all the stuff, you know, too. So what I've done with this, I've taken those cable ties, those little square cable ties that have all the holes on it, and I've used the rapid fuse glue, even though these are peel and stick, and I put only 3 on, okay, and I use pipe cleaners. So we're going to find the spot that I want to put this on, and I think I'm going to put him right here. I'm going to put him off to the side. He's a little bit too big to do the center, so that's why I'm putting him off to the side. And you want to feed this through all this combobbling mess here. And find a spot on the back side to tie him in. Now this is of course different because you're dealing with the pine needles. No problem, Regina. So I'm threading it through the mesh, not just around it. Well, it depends where it goes. That one's going to be around it. I'm going to flip it because it will make it easier for me. And see, I'm not going to do this. Okay, this is the base of it. I'm actually going to tie it to around the base of this. I'm going to find my other part to it. Thread him through the mesh on the other side. So like I said, share and like this page. And I'm twist tying it back on him, back on the stem. Same with this guy. Now him I can actually attach the other way because I already have the stem there. I could use the other chenille stem or pipe stem. And I want to see how I have him centered before I actually attach this guy. So this is where I want this one. So where do I have you coming through? I'm going to change that. There we go. I think that's good. And I'll just wrap them around this just to hold them, and I can go back inside it. Do you prefer using evergreen wreaths? Margie, it's not a to say a preference. I have a lot of the work frame wreaths too. I decided to do him in this just because he's out of the woods. And why not? So you can do him on one of these. You can do it. I actually had, I'll show you the other one I had. Hold on. And let me fix my camera because it's driving me crazy. I'm going to bring you that way a little bit. This was the other one I was thinking about doing him on because of the pink in here. And then, you know, and I went back and forth between it. And but I decided to, look, I'm throwing this in the living room because it's carpeted. Because in the dining room, it's a hard wood floor. And I don't want to hear the ding, 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 ding clinking. All right, so I can go back in and I'll tighten them up later. All right, so far, dun, dun, dun. So what we're gonna do there, I know I'm gonna put on the outside, you know, some tails. So let me show you what I got. This is kind of neat that I have a bigger table here. It's kind of weird though, for me at least. Because I'm used to the, you know, the short little wide tables. All right, so these is what I picked out. Just came on. Where did you purchase? No, if you scroll up a little bit, Linda, in the comments, you'll see my name and it says sign. Oh, it actually says Signal. I just saw that Signal. It says PS Wreaths at Etsy.com, Etsy.com, and you'll see it right there. I just saw that Signal. I can go back and change that, but that's where I got the sign from. This is the stacking I'm going to do. For the ribbon, for the bow, this is going to be on the bottom. Then I brought this. Then I have one of these guys, just to throw in some red, just as something different. Oh, didn't realize that was like that. That wouldn't work. Got some pink with red polka dots. Again, the pink, and just bringing in some of the red. Then oops, I got some pink and red hearts. I think the border's kind of closer. Then I brought in just some plain pink and then some little hearts to finish off the top, the white with the red. So that's going to be what our bow is made out of. The tails, I thought about doing it in the black. Bringing in the black on the tails. And then I wanted that to pop. And I was like, it has to be hearts. So the only, either hearts or dots. Which one do you guys think? Let me put that back there. Put it back here. Because I didn't want to bring in the stripe. Well, I could bring in the stripe. But I thought this was just a little bit too bold for that. No problem, Linda. Hey, Becca, how are you? So do you think the black is too dark, though, to use? Because I thought of a black and white plaid. I thought would be kind of cool. And because it has the white in there, and it may just pop and do that as well. Hold on, let me get that again. Because I put it away. Hold on. I'm ducking underneath you guys. See, I thought about doing this. Just being that it's plaid on here and bringing in, because this is, you know, pink and white and black, so I thought doing this maybe, and then just, I don't know. I keep going back and forth. But what we can do, I can decide on that, but I'm going to make the bow first because the bow's going to have tails. So the bow will cover a lot of this, and then I just have to worry about the tails there. I got to remember my order. Put you over here. Where did you come from? Yes, Sally says yes for what, Sally? Do I have these in order? I goes there. Okay. Okay. See, I take them out of order and then I black on bottom, pink on bottom, black on bottom. Yes, to do the black and white plaid. Yeah, see, I thought the black and white plaid, you know, on here would be kind of cool. Yes, do that. Okay, I can do that. So, put him off to the side here. We're going to do a terry bow. I've been doing a lot of terry bows lately. I don't know why. I usually always do Lisa bows. Oops. But I'm finding I'm doing more terry bows since I got this. Now you could do a terry bow and a Lisa bow on here. It's just, you know, a choice of whatever you want. Let's just make it 16 inches. This has a right and a wrong side, so we're going to have to flip it. So I always start it in, and then I do it that way. That's just me. Everybody, some people do it differently. So I call it bottoms up. Black and white plaid. Yeah, I think so too. I think it would look cute with the black and white plaid. Alright, so this baby's going to be, let's do 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do 7. And this is nice because you have the inches on the sides there. I have the bow dabber. I've used that so much, but then since I got this seems to be all that I use. But when I do my Lisa bows, I do them on the bow dabber just because I'm so used to that. You know, you kind of get your niche. And like I have my pro bow, it's right here. You know, just the choice factor. Yes, for the black. Hey, they're Robin. This is Robin in Indiana. I love you, gnome. Where did you get it? Robin, if you scroll up a little bit on the comments, you'll see the word signal under my name instead of signs. And it's Piazz, P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z wreaths as one word, .etsy.com. And that's where I got it from, got her from. And I showed some other signs in the beginning, so you could go back and you can go look at the live and you'll see some other ones that I did earlier, signs that I also got from them. Okay, should I do 2 or 3? 3? Do 3 on the black and 2 on the pink, I think, because there's a lot of pink in the wreath. Sticking to that, y'all. It's just so weird because the table's higher and I have my chair up as high as it is and I'm used to still. Thank you, Robin. This is just a fun little thing to do. I was waiting for it to come in. And it came in today. Or like I said, like it was either yesterday, I think it was, or maybe Thursday. And I was going to go live, but I moved out of my craft room into the dining room since we're going to be remodeling the master bedroom. And that's going to be, I'm not sure when we're starting. I meet with the contractor on Tuesday. So that should be interesting. We'll actually find out then. But it was just convenient to just move out now and get set up and everything. We're not expecting company. But you know how that goes. So I said, well, when they come in, they're going to see a mess in the living room and the dining room. Well, such is life. Oh, did you, Barb? Yay! Thank you, Robin. Vella. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see a thing up there. Hold on, let me get my pins. It's Piazz, like pizza with 2 Z's at the end. Wreaths.etsy.com. And you'll see the website. All right, so this baby's done. So I knock over my pins. That would be fun. Oh, it is just so weird being on this bigger table. It's like you could see the wreath, and I don't know when I use my wreath stand how that's going to be set up because the table's wider, which would be good because it would give me more space. I'm going to keep this at 16, even though I know I'm going to cut it a little shorter. So this one I'm going to do 2 loops only. So again, this has a right side and a wrong side to it. So bottoms up. Share and like the page, you guys. Bring some more friends. More friends. So this one I'm going to go just a little shorter. I'm going to go at 6 inches on this one. If you type the word alert, thanks alert down in comments, Rosie the robot will send you a little message saying, hey. And just type back in your messenger the word alert. Not here in the comments, but in your messenger. Because if you don't, then you won't get alerts. Alright? Oh, I kind of like this combination. I was debating about using the black on the bottom with this, but I thought so much of the white in here, it just wouldn't go. But this is a new ribbon I just got too. Love it. Love it. So Virginia, I see you typed alert and Marie. So in your personal messenger, Rosie should be sending you. It may take a while depending how many people do it at one time. So give it some time, but make sure you answer her back with the word alert, okay? So yay, yay, yay. More the merrier. All right, so oops, there's my 2. Thanks, Regina. Oh, thank you for all the thumbs up, you guys. Love it in the hearts. Listen, I love doing this for you guys. And with everybody sharing and stuff, it just makes it more fun. You know, have a lot of people on. All right, so what did I have? Oh, see, I took them out of order. I think I had polka dots next. Or hearts. Jeez. See, I took them out of order to show you. I think it's polka dots. Polka dots. Yay! Thank you for the hearts. Yay! I love hearts. See, we're doing a Valentine's Day wreath, and I love hearts. All right. So I am dovetailing the one side. You see me dovetailing one side and not the other because I'll do that afterwards. Ooh, I don't like this on top of each other. They don't stand out. Let's take our red baby. I wish I could pull in another color. Ooh, this isn't working out like I planned. See, it's too, they blend in too much. Hold on. I think I have another black one I can use. Hold on. See what happens? Oops. Did you guys see the back of my head as I dipped down there? Probably. Where are you? Here you are. Oops. Let's bring this little fun guy in here. You know, yeah, it's too much white. It just doesn't look good. But I wanted to bring that red in. I wish I had like a yellow or something I could bring in there. I think the white might be too white on top. So let's bring this guy in and then I can throw the red and stuff on top of it. So I did this at 6. I'm only going to do one row of this, one of these. So I'm going to bring it in at the same size, 6. It's just to separate the colors a little bit. Make it fun. I was looking, I had, oh, where did I do it? I had this fuchsia ribbon color like in the fuchsia in this. And I had one little piece of it. And I was just like, I know I have like a 50-yard, you know, spool of it or 25-yard. I can't find it now. And it's driving me crazy. I spent, otherwise I would have been on earlier because I was looking, I tore every single bin apart looking for that. And I was just like, good God, where are you? And I can't find it. And it's driving me crazy. Crazy, I tell you, crazy. Some people don't like to work with this. When you do this, you can't not cut it on a the dovetail, just on an angle. So So we're going to throw this baby. Let's throw the polka dots. Ooh, polka dots are better. I like a lot of color. A lot of different things. A lot of texture. Oh, good idea if I put it on the stove. So this one I'll do 2. I'm going to bring this in a little bit, probably around 5. See how this looks. We can always change it up. I think I'm going to leave this out. I'm not feeling the dots, y'all. I think I'll put the hearts with the red in it, and I think that would look good. But I'm not feeling the dots. I really wanted to put dots in, but I'm just not feeling it. Hey, Nancy. It's not working for me. I think it's probably because it's too red. Or the dots, I don't know. I just don't like it. Just don't like it. Yes, the hearts I think are much better. Gotta bring some hearts into this baby. Alright, so I did one of the black. So this one I may do 3. We'll see how, see what I feel like. A lot of bow. A lot of bow. I think I'll just do 2 of this. I think when I bring the pink in again, it will calm it down a little bit too. Isn't his nose cute? You can see when you do, oops, white fur ribbon would be nice. I don't have white fur ribbon, but he has a white fur beard. Instead of being just painted, it's kind of cute that he has fur for actually his beard, which I thought was cute. Why does it feel like these are bigger? There we go. Yeah, the nose was actually, when I saw the picture, it was supposed to be just like the normal round nose like you see in the gnomes. And I got it with the little heart, which I thought was kind of cute. Okay. So do I want to use this? I want to just have some fun with this. Yeah. Bring some pink in. Some little babies in now. Oops, put it backwards. I feel so quiet down here. Because, you know, it's just weird being in a different spot than I normally am. Now, this has no right or wrong side to it, so it doesn't matter. No, I didn't get any snow. We got rain, which I'm not, you know, complaining about at all, because we had the snow last weekend, which was fun. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted a little thing with my granddaughter. Her and I went sleigh riding down my driveway. It was iced, so even though we had, my husband had, what do you call it, cleaned it, you know, shoveled it off earlier from the day before, it had iced over, so we just took the sleds and went down the hill, you know, sleigh riding. And we had fun. Her little friends came over from across the street, and they were down, and then our driveway goes down, and then it kind of like, the way the driveway goes, it banks because the other driveway connects. It's like 3 houses, you know, so we're in the middle, and so it banks off and goes down. And so where the driveway ends, you know, we had a little bit of an embankment, so to speak, because of all the snow being piled up there. And sometimes we hit that embankment and went airborne and just came down and continued off into the woods. a little bit, and but it was fun. And then we went across the street to her friend's house, her little friend's house, and went down their front lawn for a while. And then she was about, you know, that meltdown stage that they get into. So we stopped. Her mom came just in time, and it was the meltdown stage. I was like, oh, thank God. No. So it was all good. No, I didn't. And I'll tell you my story about Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit is still here. He's upstairs still. And he's doing good. I did another bunny, which is staring right across me. I'll show you after this. Remind me. Because I'm bad about letting go. Hey, Sarah. And we'll finish with just 2 things of this. And then our bow will be done. This has a right and wrong side, so we got to flip it. I hate this when this does that. There we go. I did another wreath that said Happy Easter. It's on my website. And originally, when I did him, I said, I don't know if you guys remember, I was saying, oh, I was waiting for my daisy bow to come in, and I showed you guys that he was kind of behind me. And the bow ribbon didn't come in. The order got mixed up, so they don't have any more. And so I chose to do a different, you know, bow on it. And I did one bow, and I kind of wanted to do one bow, I thought, but he's leaning off to the side because of his ears. You don't want him sticking straight up, you know, on that one, on the wreath. So I have him, you know, kind of angled. And when I put the bow on, because I did it all in curls, the curls were making the bow hang down. So I wasn't happy about that. I think I'm going to end this with 2. And that's going to be it on this. Oops, I keep grabbing my wires. And so I posted it and all, but you know how you're like, something's just not right. So then I was like, you know what? I think he needs 2 bows. Put 2 bows on, but then even though they were close together, there was a gap on the sides and all, and I just wasn't happy. So I went back. I was thinking, okay, back to 1 bow. Put 1 bow back on, and he, you know, added some more tails. Still wasn't happy. So I let him sit across from me in my room, and I finally said he needs something, and I put some deco tubing in it, and I had some eggs, and I went, oh. Okay, so there's 2 ways to, well, there's more than 2 ways to do this. As you pull it out, you can use a wire, you can use zip ties, or Chanel stem. This is kind of thick. I'm going to see, I may have to attach 2 of these together. We'll see. So let me pull this up a little bit. So I'm going to thread this through the 2 holes, sticks, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I hear my dog. My dog's at the stairs there, and she's locked downstairs with my husband. If I put it in the right way. And I hear her sniffing at the door. I'm like, no, you're not coming up. Hey, Kim. Where are you? Here you are. So as you do this, and we'll cover this at the end. I'll show it to you. You can pull it up. It keeps flipping on me. Hold on. Let me just add it. Make my life easier. Instead of struggling. Where are you coming out? There you are. All right. Oh, my thing, because I don't have my height on this. So weird. All right, so I'm going to thread this through here. I'm not going to thread it, make it tight all the way, okay? Hey, Jay. And as I'm pulling it up, I am tightening it. Okay. And I'm going to pull this around the other side. Now, I'm going to lay that down here. I'm going to do 2 other ones because I didn't pull the other one tight enough. And I'm going to redo this really quick. I cut it off. I put it down and I cut it off. And I should have left it a little bit longer. So see what I mean? So I can make it tighter with the other one and both of them. That's let's cut the other one off. Now before you pull it all the way tight, you're going to stick your pipe cleaner in the back. Can you guys hear the rain? I hear it. And so my pipe cleaner is across. I can put extenders on this, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to pull this tight. Tight as I want it to be, or that I can make it to be. Ooh. And then I'm going to clip this off. Now don't worry about this because we're going to cover this. Let me move this out of the way. Again, I usually put that on the floor. Now, because you can see the pipe cleaner, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one since it's on top. You can choose whatever one you want. Oh, wait, maybe pink. No, they'll do the red. And I'm just going to take a portion of this. Oops, I'm probably making it too big, but that's okay. And I'm just going to kind of fold this under. Just like that. And I'm going to put it over the top so it covers it. It also will on the pipe, the zip ties, because you have where you cut it off. It will cover that. So make sure your pipe cleaner is on either side of the tie. I know I have a black pipe cleaner, so you can't really see it. Oops. And I'm going to tie it. Not my pipe cleaner. We got very little snow. Now raining in PA. Hope now it doesn't freeze. Yeah, that's the only thing. It gets cold and they're going to they're calling for freezing everything here tonight too. So I'm cutting that off. Voila. All right, so that takes care of that. So share and like this. Thank you. Oh, this isn't a pretty bow yet, Sally. So where's my box? Now, where are all my pipe cleaners? Let me get 2 more pipe cleaners. And I'm just going to extend it. I may not have to, but I'm just going to do it for right now because I'm using the fluff box. And I want to have it so that it's long enough so I can fluff the bow out. Again, making my life easier. So what I would do here is, oops, getting them all tangled. I usually fold these down and twist them around the pipe cleaner like this so it looks like it's all one piece so that it's not sticking out and they won't come apart. And then I'll just tie this 1 or 2 times on here. So has my little hook here, my little nail here. I'm going to hook this around. Bring it around here, wrap it around, and I'll just tuck this under the box because the box is heavy. Just not on my... Look, my bow is so flat. We need to fluff this baby. Fluff and pull it out. Now you can start on the bottom, you can start on the top. It is no right or wrong, it's your choice on how you want to do it. I just try to bring all my tails down here so they're kind of where I kind of want them to be. Out of my way. And let's just bring this baby up. And just fluff away. Fluff and pull. Yeah, Everybody, you know, when you're doing bows, you always think, oh my God, I can't mix patterns and styles and colors and things together, because it's like, oh my God, you know, it's like when you wear clothes, sometimes you think, I can't put a pink with the red, you know, or something. But if you try it, you know, then you're like, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, making stripes with, you know, diamonds and plaids and hearts. Oops. So, you know, don't be afraid to try it, because the worst thing is you can say, you know what, you don't have to cut your ribbons. You can leave them all still on the spool. And if you don't like it, you can take it apart and then start from scratch again with whatever colors you want to use. I like the black on the bottom, and I love the pink. I think it's, I don't know, my opinion, not because it's my bow, but I think it looks cool. So I always try to, because I got 3 on the bottom, and then I did 2, I try to center them, you know, kind of in between. But I don't want to have a space here. So I try to pull, you know, everything around. You know, and you can pull this baby. Make sure your loops are showing. Now I'll cut these once I get it all on there. I think it came out cute. Had to put some hearts in it. I didn't want to go too overboard with all the hearts. Because if anything, I know it looks more Valentine-y, but if I really didn't want to keep this as a Valentine ribbon, I can use the plaids and the solids in this, and I can just change these out if I really wanted to, and maybe do solid red or something else in there, and then make it a different style. So, thank you, Debbie. Is your ribbon with wire? No, what I used was a zip tie. I actually used 2 because it was thick. So I zip tied the 2 zip ties together and pulled them. Then I put the stem on the back. I put a little extensions on it, which I may not need because this isn't as fluffy. But I did it because I wanted to use my fluff box. And then I took a piece of the ribbon. I could have chose any of the colors. I just chose the little one. And wrapped it around so you would I hid the zip tie. All right, so now this is going to get all mashed when I put it on here because I love mashing. And I'm going to stand up so I may disappear again because my table's higher. So I'm going to turn this to face me at first. Now the one thing you want to do, you don't want your bow facing out. You want it to face on top because people are looking this way. So like everybody, we all make that mistake. And I really don't think I need these extensions after all. But we'll see. So let's thread this baby through all this combobbling stuff here. And see, I even wore pink and black in my shirt today. Although I have a little aqua and purple in there, but I tried. Let's see how this comes out. Make sure I got it up at the right height, or is it too far down? I think I could probably bring it up a little bit. Don't want it to go on my thing there, just want to come behind it. The one thing with pine is that it's not like when you have the work frames. This you have to thread through a bunch of stuff before you get it on the other end. And that one might just have to come on the outside of that one. But you try to set it on top of your mesh, not like in between where you have it tied, because the mesh will actually keep your bow up. Okay. I'll give it a little tie. We'll see where it is. Wish I had seen you do the material on the wreath. Debbie, you can save this. If you go up above my head, to the left side of my head, if you tap on me, you'll see 3 little dots. And you can click on that and save the video. It'll also come back where you can replay it, but if you want to save it, you can do that. Oops, I think I just untied it. So it's really not hard to do it on this. You know, it's just something different. He's a woodsy guy, so I decided to do him on, you know, one on the pine. I lost my tie. Here it is. So I'm going to twist this a couple of times. I will take this, I will twist them together, and I'll wrap it back in. I'll use one of these to wrap them back in, to hold it in there. No problem. No problem, Debbie. All good. All right. So I'm going to stand up again. I'll go back out to fluffing this baby out a little bit. And he'll get mashed a couple of times with me doing this. Now with these guys, the bottom ones, I haven't put any tails in yet. Because I wanted to do the bow first. Where's my bottom tails? Okay. My black ones. So you can do this to see how it's going to fall. So when you hold it up like this, you don't want the top ones covering the bottom ones. So you can kind of layer it up. So I look at my bottom ones first. Let's cut that off. Next one is my pink ones. And after the live, I'll probably go back too, and I'll look at it even more to see if I have to take more of the ribbon off or whatever. They're all falling on the floor here. Because once it hangs, so I don't want to take too much off on some of these, because once it hangs, it would come down a little bit more. Does that make sense to y'all? Because right now it's laying flat. And if I cut off too much, then I'll be in trouble. I like the way that one ended that way. Whoops, come back, come back, come back, come back. Alright, so we got a little bit lean. I left the 4 bottom ones probably longer than what I should. But I want to leave it that way until I actually get them standing upright. So this is where we are so far. Make sure I get in tails. Now with these, you can do 2 things with them. That could have been fun. My toes. You can take these and you can just go like this. And see how it curls up? Just like that. Hold on. Let me change my camera a little bit. So you can see my face and not just my body. So that's all fun because I'm like talking to myself. So see how it curls it up a little bit? Just to give it a little dimension. If you wanted it really curly, you can take these and you can go like this. And then just pull them out and see it makes it even curlier. So it just depends the look that you're going for on your wreath. And I just want these to hang down. I don't want them as curly. I just want them with a little bit of dimension or depth to them. And that's another reason why I wanted to wait to cut them all the way to the size I think I was so once I hang it up. Alright, so now we got to put some tails in this baby. And you can spread them out. tails. Let's name him. Oh, yay. That's a good idea, Debbie. Let's name our little gnome. Everybody has to have a name. I saw a little piece of wood sticking out there. Now I don't know where that flew to. All right, so we got black and pink with some white. I really like this pink. What did I do with that? Oh. I like the black. All right, pick a color. Pick out colors, you guys. Oh, we said we were going to use this, didn't we? But this is going to be one tail in here. So we need, maybe, what if we do black? And striped? What do you guys think? Black on the black. Black and red. And then take the small hearts. Let me take my pin out of my mouth. Take the small hearts and put that in on top. What is the color in the back of you? Oh. These are all plaids. I don't think the pink would go. And this is just a small polka dot. Oh, that's where my mesh was. I was looking for that. Romeo. Romeo? What's Romeo, Debbie? I think the plaid. Oh my gosh. I hate this when I do this to myself. But see, I'm looking because I had different things somewhere else. I don't think polka dot. I mean, I could do a red polka dot, but I don't think, and I have a fuchsia. Oh, his name. It's a girl. It's pink. It can't be a boy. It has to be a girl. Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. I really like this, though. What do you guys think? No to the right. My right. Behind me. Okay, these are the only ones that... Black solid red. Wait. Black, solid red, and heart. Black of this or solid black? I have both solids. I could do solids. You're going to see my head again, probably. Let me go this way. You're going to hear me shuffle things on the floor. You're going to hear rattling. I have red solid and the black solid. Hold on. But I don't know how the red solid's going to go with that. See? I don't know. Gia. So black plaid. Oh my hearts. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, more rattling, y'all. all those picky things. Hold on. I have a different red we could use. Oh, yeah. Or I could just use the red heart ones. I didn't have another roll out of this one and put that one in there. Ooh. I really like this one, but it's too red. Edge of furniture. What did I miss? Wait a minute. Behind. Turn around on the right. Oh, this. My left, your right. Yeah, these were two I had out. This is that mesh ribbon is what this is, which I had this out thinking, well, maybe I'd use it in here, but I wasn't quite sure. But this was one I was thinking about using. Oh, I could use that with the... What if I did... Strawberry shortcake. Black solid, red, and heart. She can come up. It's okay because she's not going to bark at anything. I heard her sniffing at the door. Sorry, my husband just came up and... Hey, Kai. Hi. How are you? I don't know if you guys can see her. Oh, that was it. That's her debut. She's gone. That's my pup. Not pup. All right, so let's back to this. So, where do we go? Black plaid. This is red. What do you guys think? Which ones? Black plaid. I really like the plaid. So that's a given. We know we're going to use this. Oh, that's true. A girl with a beard. Good thought, Debbie. I didn't think about that. I was thinking with all the pink, it's a girl. But well, you never know these days, you know? Hey, Rose, how are you? Rose, what we're deciding on is what colors to use to do the tails. We think we're definitely going to use this. This one for sure. You have red in the heart. I could use this one. This has red. This could be a little one I put in there, or I could throw a pink in there. I have a little red too. Polka dot. Yes, the heart down here has red. That's the only part that's red. Well, this is like a red, and this is like mauve colors. You know, it's like a mauve and a pink, and then pink and red and white. So that's why I bought the red and the white ones up here, because had to have the pink, had to have the black. I think because I did this in black and pink, this to put in there, I don't know, it's kind of throwing me off. I think the black, because of the plaid, would probably look cool. What if I did this, and that? Let's just cut some and we'll see. Let's see what we think. All right, where's my scissors? Got a lot of things here. I like this one too. This is just pretty. See what the red and black, see what the red, let's see, black check, solid red. Black check, solid red. Yeah, I can do just 2, or I could put 3 in there. It doesn't matter. I thought about bringing the hearts, oh, where'd my garbage go? Back in somewhere in there, like this, and bringing the heart ribbon back in. That's why I went for my box down here, because it was in the corner. I should have left it out. So let's try this. I'm just going to throw everything in here. Just so it's out of the way. This is so weird having such a big table. All right, so let's say, where am I? 10, 13-inch tail. Let's try that. Black, black, plaid, and pink. Where'd it go? Oh, I got pink. Let's see. Got black plaid. We'll try a piece. Oops. Let's do this. There's a black, black, and red. Black and red. We'll try a couple of things, and we can always change it. So we'll try one of each design that you guys are recommending. Somebody said black, black. What was it? Black, black, plaid, and pink. Solid pink? Or pink with, or this? Ooh, I shot that across the table. Hold on, because your comments are delayed. So let's try this and see. I like it asking you guys to help because I can sit here. I picked out a lot and, you know, the bow came out fine except for that one I didn't like when we put it out. Or two, actually. Oh, I just threw all my things in the... See? I have a bin here and I'm throwing everything in the bin. All right, let's just see what this looks like. Black and red, Rose says. I got red here, so we'll try it. Let's just see what this kind of looks like. Oops. Let me reverse that. Put the plaid on top. You can always change it. I'm debating if I want them on an angle. I kind of like them like this. Yeah, I do like the black. This is a definite. I think the black checkered is a definite to put in here. I like the pink. Hold on. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to work around his hat. So what do you think of that? Okay, Vicky. That look good? I think that looks actually kind of nice. Somebody, we said red. I was hesitating about the red only because there's so much pink. Oops. I kind of like that, but we're going to try it with the red. I wish I had this in pink, because that, I think, would have been cool, but I didn't. So let's see. Let's go here. So it was black, black. I think, would you say with red? Was it black, black? Black, check, and red. I do like this combination. Oh, I have to clean out my bin there. So let's put the plaid in the middle on this one. Didn't tuck. I didn't do this one. The red on top or the red on the bottom? Put the red on the bottom, the black on top. Let's see. I'm liking the first one, but we'll see how this looks. Because you never know. So this one, we'll keep the check in the middle. You guys tell me. We'll say pink or red. Ooh. Okay. Which one do you guys like better? Red for thumbs up, pink for hearts. Instinct. You guys tell me which one you guys think. So red for thumbs up, hearts for this one. I see thumbs up. You guys like the red? Thumbs up seems to be winning over hearts. I could alternate them. You guys have red as the winner. Now I could put the black on top. Hold on. I don't like that way. Thumbs up. Looks like red chicken dinner. Really? That's funny. Okay. Pink comes out. Both are pretty. Both are pretty. I don't think you could go wrong with either, really. Because you got the red in here. Of course, the black and white and the black. Got the pink in here. So it really could go either way. But we'll go with red. Pink, sorry, you've been retired. Oops. Keep hearing my dog. So weird because she usually doesn't come in. Alright, so red, checkered, and this. I do too, Vicky. You know, I could do that. Well, the only difference with this one and alternating it is because the pink is the 1.5 inch, and on the other three it's all 2 inch. So I don't have, and that's, I had a darker pink like this in a solid roll that I can't find. With moving everything, I can't find it now. And that's why I said I went on a little bit later than, you know, than going on earlier, because I couldn't find it. And it's driving me crazy. I do alternate. I'll do 2 in one, 2 in this, 2 in that. But I think because this is just the 1.5 inch, I mean, do I have a red 1.5 inch? I think on my red is 2 inch. Oh, hold on. If I have a 1.5 inch red, I can alternate it. Hold on. You're going to see me duck. Duck, duck, goose. Hold on. Oops. Foot stuff. Hold on. Oh, wait. This is beautiful. Oh, no, that's right. Hold on. Hold on. No. I don't have a 1.5 inch red. Okay. Hold on. Hi. Hi, puppy. And that's probably, I know I have some coming in. Is the mesh? No, this is like a fuchsia pink and black. I put white in there just to kind of tone it down. And then we brought in all the colors, the red and white, the pink, the black, and all within the bow. Kind of thing. Or I can alternate the checkered with this. So many options. So let's do this. We're going to leave the pink out because it's only 1.5 inch. I can't find my bigger one. It's driving me crazy. Crazy, I tell you. And let's do these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it was 7 I think left to do. Turn around so you guys can see it. So let's cut away and see where we go. Ooh, ooh, good Lord. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one wire is hard to cut through. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm not sure if I needed 7 or just those 2. All right, let's cut. With a little thicker ribbon, which is nice because it will hold up good. Sometimes you get some ribbon, it looks good on the roll, and you kind of like sneak it out to try to feel it to where, and you think, yeah, I could do that, and then you get home and you try to use it, and you're like, ooh, you know. So I've gotten to like more of the real thick canvas ones. Silk ones I'm not a fan at. You can use them in a bow. That's just personal preference. Because they, you know, they curl, at least my opinion only. Alright, so there's our black, those. We'll start with those. Let me not throw this into my bin like I did with all that. I wish I had that other one. Wish I could find the other one. See, look at how nice and straight that stays. You know it's a nice thick ribbon. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how quick I can cut these. You're going to time me? So did we just settle on a name? We had Gia. We had Romeo. I think is what I saw. If I missed any. I mean, I kind of like the pink though. Maybe it can alternate. We'll see. We shall see. We'll start with this. I'm the type, I do read, like when I'm not doing lives, and I kind of know my ribbons that I want to use, and like, oh, I really want to use this one or that one, and then I start doing the wreath, and I kind of let the wreath take a mind of its own, so to speak, and I kind of go from there, and say, okay, maybe it didn't go with the colors I wanted, like the polka dot. I really thought the polka dot would go because it's the pink and the red. And it turns out I pulled it out and laid it on there and it didn't go. Whoops. Let me roll some of these up. So share and like the page, you guys. Again, if you want to get alerts, if you're not one of the, you know, somebody that is, type alert down below in comments. And then Rosie will send you a little message. Type alert back to her in the messenger, not in the comments section. And then you'll get alerts every time I go on. I love having people. Did I freeze on here? Hold on, I'm coming back in. You guys got quiet on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many I counted in the other ones. All right. Let's cut these babies up. This is a nice ribbon too. Now I also can bring back in the pink if I wanted to. I have some deco tubing. I can bring in some white and pink if I wanted to do that. To bring the pink back in, I have like a fuchsia pink, which would be, it's a pretty pink. Oop, let me cut the other side. Thank God you guys can't see my floor right now. All right. So we had red on the bottom, we had plaid in the middle, and black on the top. 1, 2. Can you tell me if you guys are frozen on your end? Just somebody say hi or something. I know some of you guys were saying earlier that you guys got frozen. Are you guys frozen? I'm coming out and coming back because everything just seemed to have stopped on my end. Yep. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. This is what I hate that they do. They glue the piece in there. So see, that's a waste of ribbon. Okay, so I see now you guys are coming back. I thought so. You know, again, weather, it's raining here. And I have no control over that. Whether it has to do with weather, whether it has to do with Facebook, I don't have an answer for you guys. But I apologize. I can't do anything. Yeah, well, I can't restart the phone because that's where the live is. So on here, I can restart it on my iPad to see if you guys are frozen. Alright, so let's put some of these guys in and see how it looks. It's all good, good. Yeah, it was just weird because all of a sudden I just noticed and I'm looking and I was like, everything just stopped. Christina, you're sleepy. It's Saturday night, Christina. Can't go to sleep on Saturday night. And I'm hanging this up, I'll be able to twist. This is sticking out over here, so it's making it hard to put the tails, get the tails right on that one. Because they're sticking over the edge a little bit. Sally, it's fine. Touching my daughter, we found out today a little boy we watched 25. Oh, that's sad, Sally. It's always sad when somebody passes. I mean, no matter what age they are. I mean, pets and animals. Like my dog just turned 6. And it's like, God, we've had it for 6 years, you know? You're like, it doesn't seem like 6 years, you know? And I'm like, you know, dogs are only here for a short amount of time. And they, I mean, she's been I'm not saying she's sick or anything. She's not, thank God. But she's a really good dog. I posted a video on my personal page. I had my granddaughter today, and she just loves it when Kai just starts licking her like crazy. And she just giggles, and of course the more she giggles, the more Kai licks her. So and I just taped and she's rolling around and the dog's licking her, sneaking her head underneath, and she's really good with her, and I can't complain, you know, to have a nicer dog, at least with my grandbabies. Didn't have any grandchildren. No, did I? She's 6. Yeah, my other dog was here. She was here for 10 years before we had to put her to sleep. So she was here with my other granddaughter, and she was really good, you know, too. Yeah, this is coming out cute. So tomorrow is Sunday. Dun, dun, dun. I still have stuff upstairs. Like I said, if you look at the picture, if you look at the picture of my bedroom that I posted of doing it, there is a bench seat, and you see my wreaths hanging there. So it blocked my windows because I just jerry-rigged the thing up there because it was easier if somebody wanted to see a wreath that I could just, you know, pull it off of that and show it to them. But now, with coming down here, I don't have any place to hang my wreaths because I always try to put behind me some of my wreaths, like when we did on a live, so you guys can see it, you know. Just like a decoration designing thing. But I can't do it on this because that's a mirror behind me, and I'm afraid if I put anything weight on it, that it, I don't know, may fall out, I guess the word would be. Because I don't remember, I'm sure, I think we have it in the stud, but I just don't, I'm a little bit nervous about that. But I'm still looking at my Easter wreath. I'm going to show you guys that one, because that one I didn't do on a live, but I'll show you how that one finished out. And like I said, this is all on my Etsy. This one is on my Etsy page. You can go to www. I posted it in the beginning of this live. www.etsy.com/shop/NonnasNuttykrafts. So you can still get this baby unless somebody's bought it, because I have all the volume turned off. I don't know if anything's you know, there, if anybody's purchased it. So I'll need to make one more. Get you in here. Da, 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 da. Did you guys freeze on me again? Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. I can show you. So let me cut one more of each because I didn't cut enough. So I'm cutting these at 13 inches each as far as the tails go. I have all these pins over here. So the way I'm attaching it is just the same way you would do it on a regular work frame, you know, with the twist ties. But what I'll do is I'll pull the other frame over here so you can see, because it's the same way. Same way you put the mesh in, you know, with the twist tie, you tying it in. But I'll show you. No problem. No problem. We are here. It just seems weird because all of a sudden it gets really quiet. And I try to keep you guys involved. Oh, my floor's a mess because I'm missing the trash can. Drives me crazy. I like to have a nice, clean workspace just because I like it organized, so all this around me, it's like, it's just weird. Alright, so right on bottom plaid. So let me show you this way, it'd probably be easier. So if this was the frame you were working on, and it doesn't matter being that it's a pine, because this is kind of the same stuff. And all I'm doing is I'm folding this in half, going like that. You can pull these back like this. And all I'm doing is I'm sitting it in and I'm twisting it in. That's all I'm doing. And then you separate, you know, how you want your bows to be set in there. out your tails, not bows. And that's it. So it's the same thing with this in doing it. That's okay, Bess. If you, right above my left, your right, if you tap on my face, you'll see 3 little dots. You can hit save if you want to, or you can just come back and watch it on replay because it will be posted to replay. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I try to. I think part of my, in trying to talk with people, one thing I did in my life is worked in retail for 34 years. And one part in working with different companies, I mean, I was with JCPenney, Bed Bath & Beyond, Disney Store. Disney I loved working for because everybody that came in there was, people were always nice. You know, the customers. Not to say some other places you can get like, and I worked with bridal couples, you know, helping them pick out stuff for theirs, weddings and stuff like that. Registries, that's the word. I went to shows and, you know, talk with people and stuff. So a lot of that got me out of being shy. Because when I met my husband, he said, well, you got to, you know, being military, you have to go to these functions. And I'm like, I'm not going by myself. You got to be out of your mind. I don't know these people. I don't know, you know, you have to go. And I'm like, and I go and I'd be like, or I'd be with him and I'm like, don't leave me, you know. And this is fun. I talk to myself, so everybody thinks I'm weird. But, which is okay. I don't mind. So, I have fun. I like the black and white plaid with this. I really do. I have to fix some of these tails because this is, you know, hanging off here. And I'll put it up on my board. I don't want to do that with you guys, you know, because that's another thing I have to go jump and leap on. But I was thinking here what I can do, and of course I left it upstairs, didn't I? All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me run upstairs and I'll show you the tubing I was thinking and see if you guys, besides putting white in here, hold on because I didn't get it downstairs. Hold on, talk to yourself. You're okay. You're okay. My dog is freaking out because I'm running up and down the stairs. And I got all the way upstairs to only find out the tubing's not up there. But I'll show you what on the other rate. Because I was thinking maybe putting the white turned out really nice. Thank you, Sally. Manchester. Hey, Ellen. Hi. So let me pull the other wreath that's behind you and I'll show you the tubing. Because where did I put it now? I don't know. So hold on. I'm going to try not to hit the camera. It's going to come in front of you guys. Okay. So this is one I didn't do live with you guys. Let me move this. That's going to drive me crazy. Like all my pipe cleaners I had over here and it's over here. So this is one I didn't do. I had it hanging behind me for a while and this has daisies in here. And I was waiting for this daisy ribbon. And like I said, the order came and it didn't have it. It's all good. All right. So now I had this to fill in. I put in the tails up here, but I didn't have anything down here. So at first I thought, well, maybe, I'll put one bow in, one big bow, put tails. Didn't like that idea. So then I did this, where I took two bows and kind of put them on. Didn't like it either. I think the pink was throwing me off. I wanted to bring in some pink, but so I was like, I just wasn't happy, and it was a big enough space. So I had some deco tubing, and if you guys can see, it's this fuchsia color. I keep getting hooked on the mesh. And this is the color I'm talking about bringing in that. And it's a really cool color. And I just brought in some green in that. I didn't want to bring in the blue because there was a lot of blue in here. And then I forgot I had the, you know, we always buy stuff. And I forgot I had these little eggs. So I just kind of stuck the eggs around and I was happy. But like I was saying earlier, because he hangs off to the side, because if I did it this way, his ears are up this way. And when you have a door or something, you know, you don't want it to go up and maybe get caught in the door. So when I designed this, I wanted it to go sidewards. So, that's what I did with this one. And he came out kind of cute. And this came from Deco Exchange. The ribbon came from Deco Exchange. Tubing I get everywhere. And the eggs, I want to say maybe Dollar Tree or Michael's. They came in a big long tube. Or I may have got them from, who knows where I got them from. Because, you know, you pick up stuff. And you try to remember, like I try to write on my ribbons here where I got it so when people ask me, I can tell them because not all of it's from the same place. So, and he's on my shop. You know, if you want to go ahead and purchase this guy, he's there. He's looking for a home. So that, but this is the tubing I'm looking for. And when I went upstairs, I found the green tubing, but I didn't find the pink tubing. I have purple and everything, and I can't find it. I thought I had it in the spin. I found the light pink one, which will go with the one we're doing. Let me move this guy out of the way. Hold on. And bring the gnome back. Oh, the more I see the red, I do like the red in there. But I think just to give some color in here, you know, I mean, I could do red, but I didn't want to do just plain red. But see how it would just by putting something in there, and I think the pink, to bring the pink in here, and maybe with the white, or like a silver. That's iridescent. And I think that would kind of make it pop a little bit. Oh, here. This one's like an iridescent. Let's see what this one looks like. I don't like this one. I have a white one, but I have to go find it. But I think that would kind of make it pop right in there, just by adding that in. And I think that's what I'm looking for, maybe y'all are looking for in finishing this guy off. But otherwise, he came out really cute. So I think I'm going to add the deco tubing. I'm going to go find it. And I hate this. And it's like all over the place. Because it's driving me crazy. So tonight I'm going to say thank you for coming to NonnasNuttykrafts. I hope you guys had fun tonight. Again, if you want alerts, type in the word alert down in the comment. And Rosie will go ahead and she'll pop in your messenger. And make sure you respond to her in messenger with the word alert. And then you'll get alerts when I go live. So I think you think the red and the pink, it might do good, the red and the pink, but I gotta find my pink. But I do, the red does look good with this. It does really pop because that black, and that's why I was thinking, you know, putting some tubing in just to give it a little zapness to it. And I'll do the bow, and I'll post pictures tomorrow. I'll take pictures of this and it'll be on, but right now it is in my Etsy shop. And it just says live, you know, Facebook Live, and it says gnome wreath underneath it for right now. And, you know, if somebody hasn't bought it already, or if you do want to buy it, go ahead and buy it, because this is the only one I'm doing of this. And those of you that came in late, I'll show you really quick. These were some signs I showed earlier. I had these three little guys that came in. He does look cute. So you guys still put on a name if you guys come up with a name for them, you know. Whoops. So I got these 3 little guys. They come in as a set. I'll show you right side up. Okay. So this was all from the same company that I got him at. This is my little frog. Look at how cute. I love her. When you looked on her page, she didn't do it as a girl. There was no lips here, and this was like painted on like a boy's polka dot bow tie. So when I got this, I really like that she changed it up because I think she's so cute. Because you know, the frog you always see are kind of like boy looking. But this is an idea for you guys. You can put a little bow or accent on something like that. And then I got my little bees. And these you can uncurl and make them however. And these come in a set of 2. Thank you, Sally. So I have little bees. So I'll be doing some guys with this. I think I have black with yellow mesh, kind of like this, you know, stuff that was black with yellow. Lauren, they come from Piaz. I may be saying it wrong. Piaz, P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z wreaths. Make that all one word. Okay. .etsy.com. I posted it further up on my live. And what I'll do is I'll post it down here again because I think I wrote the word signal instead of signs. That's me with my happy little fingers. But it is in the comments further up if you scroll up on this or go back on the replay. But I'll post it at the bottom here. And I'll spell the word signs correctly this time. P-I-Z-Z-A-Z-Z reads.com. Etsy.com. Etsy.com. And that's where you can get those signs from. Yeah, I already have, so like I showed you this in red and white, I have it in green and white, which I'm going to use. I have some polka dots. I kind of, sometimes what I'll do is I'll lay things out and say, okay, this is the sign I want to use, which frame, pull out my mesh, and then I pull out my ribbons and I have it all organized. And I have a basket that I keep down here and I'll put one project in there. But what I do at a time, what I do is I snapshot what I'm going to do. Now, this I didn't do for this particular live because of moving from where I was upstairs to here because we're going to redo our master bedroom. And I had part of that as my craft area. So now everything, I'm like, where is everything? Because it's either flip-flopped or here or there, you know, in different places in here. So I'm not used to where I have everything yet, even though I think I know where it is. So I have to get used to that. But that's usually what I try to do. But then there's times like tonight, I was like, I kind of picked out some of the ribbons, but didn't like them. And with you guys' help, that's my New Yorker coming out. You guys' we kind of put it together and just had some fun. So, and it keeps you guys, interactive and stuff. Gnome instead of Romeo, since he is a gnome unisex. Yes, a gnome unisex because he's pink with a beard. Good question. Gnome instead of Romy. So, oh, thanks, Sally. Yeah, I just like to keep you guys interactive and just have fun with you guys. So, but anyway, y'all have a nice evening. If it's snowing, be safe. If it's raining, don't slip and slide if it freezes. And I hope to see you guys. I know I'll see you guys next week. For sure. Maybe tomorrow. Don't hold me to that. Because I got to get the rest of the stuff down here so I'm not running up and down the stairs. Because, even though I have a Fitbit, holy moly, the stairs. Let me tell you. I can't tell you how many trips I made. So have a nice evening. And again, thank you for coming to NonnasNuttykrafts. Bye.